Hello there, my name is Julia, like Julia with a J. I have too many passions and creating videos is one of them. It's been a while since I've done a video like this. Last few months have been wild, crazy, in a good way, somehow. Anyway, so today's topic is something that I wanted to talk about for a while because I want to share my experience, my personal experience, I guess. But anyway, so today's topic is about validation and love. Why I'm talking about this? Because in these past few months, I've had this mini epiphany that I was so desperate for validation and love from other people. So desperate and frustrated, and I wanted someone, even like romantically, to love me for who I am. And I realized, okay, Julia, that you gotta give it to yourself. You know, that validation and love and acceptance. I'm still working on it. There are days in which it fluctuates the view I have on myself, but it's getting better. I'm working on it every day. Note aside. Because I realized, I was sharing my difficult periods on Instagram and stuff like that. And, I appreciate all of the people that support me outside and inside, offline and online. At some point, though, you're gonna realize that no matter what people tell you, no matter how appreciative they are of you, you still feel that emptiness kind of, and you're like, sometimes you don't realize it until, I don't know, one day something triggers it. And that day was like, no matter what people tell me, I still feel like shit. It doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. It's just that all of that love that I'm receiving, I'm not really giving it to myself. I'm not really accepting myself for it, to receive it. And that day was like, God dang it. I really gotta give love to myself. And I'm not saying, there was this poem I found on Instagram that said, it's such a powerful poem. I get goosebumps even now. They're it's so beautiful. If I can share it here, otherwise I will link it in the description. And it said like, yes, you love yourself when you buy yourself that gift or those clothes, or you go out for a self-care day. But do you love yourself during difficult times? Do you love yourself when it's just a no day, you hate yourself so much? You gotta have that strong foundation, and it's not built overnight. Let me tell you, it takes time. I've been like on this growth journey, let's say spiritual journey as well, since 2020, the end of 2020. And wow, it's been crazy to say the least. I've looked at different coaches, acquired different information, and there's so much online. Please be careful, don't overwhelm yourself. It's too much sometimes, and it can get you so confused that you lose track of yourself, of your identity, of who you are, and that's normal. But online there's so much information, and now I've narrowed it down, oh my god, to a few people only that I know those teachings that I'm applying in life are working and cool. So it can feel overwhelming, but yeah. Rewinding back, I got off track. I like, woo. Yeah, as I was saying, that love and the validation and self-acceptance, self-respect. People can tell you all the beautiful things in this world, but until you realize your worth, and until you really start seeing yourself for who you are, the potential that you have, what you have to offer to the world and your authenticity, you're still gonna feel a little bit empty. That void that can be filled with other people's beautiful words, beautiful actions, and all that. But then it will disappear, you know. And not to say, as I said, to not appreciate it. Like, you can still appreciate it. And I'm just saying that it's you. Basically, the core of everything I'm saying is you. Okay? And you know, it's really a matter of building it up, and it's gonna be very messy, very wild, you know, but it's gonna be, you gotta be stronger every time, like stronger in a way that you're not gonna fall into the same patterns, but you're gonna, like, as I said, as taking as a taking myself as an example, I'm like, why I'm not doing this anymore? Why I don't talk like this to myself anymore? Like, even if that happens, like, for example, let's say I hate my body, I hate myself, I just don't engage with it anymore. The thoughts really, really are fleeting. They're not true. They're not really true. It's a lot of things, the past trauma, childhood trauma, a lot of things can shape how you see yourself. And the point is to really pinpoint what's going on with your thoughts. Like, I don't want to say spend so much time in your head, because that messes you up a lot. I know that. And so one thing that really helps is, what are your values? Like, what do you value? What do you love doing? You know, I follow this coach, and he always says, like, you can do things, you can love yourself, even if you have negative thoughts, in a way, negative emotions. I mean, emotions are all valid. There's no one that's better than the other. You know, we're humans. You know, sometimes I feel like shit, you know. We cannot be high every day. I mean, high, you know, happy and joyous and all that stuff, not high, like, you know. And I don't want to play the violin. I don't want to learn screaming. I don't want to do those exercises that take me like 10-15 minutes only. You know, it's really a matter of building it up. And, you know, I'd say, oh my God, I can't. I don't want to. I'm so lazy. And I still do them, because it will build up over time. You will see the growth, and you will see that you crave to do those things. And as I said, there's still gonna be days like, blah, you know, whatever. But, you know, okay, I said a lot of things. I hope you got something out of this, something that maybe sparked something in you. You know, we are all on a different journey. We are all doing things in a unique way. We really gotta start believing more in ourselves. It's a matter of the strong foundation of an everyday practice, let's call it, you know. It's a matter of giving love to yourself, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be hella uncomfortable. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. It does. But in that uncomfortable space, you will find the spark, the veil that comes off your eyes. I don't know how else to tell you. I cannot really think of an example right now aside from that, but it's all a matter of facing the shadow, of facing the truth, of facing the uncomfortable emotions, and knowing that it's possible to be different, to change. But you gotta want it. You gotta want it. it starts from you. And I'm not saying you gotta do it all alone. I know, I know sometimes you gotta, and it's gonna be lonely sometimes. But having people around you that support you and sharing it with you, the journey that you're on with them, that's gonna be very helpful, and it's really, really important. Even if it's only one person that can be there for you, that you can tell them anything and you can share with them your thoughts, your emotions, do it. It's gonna be very freeing, very liberating. And please, if you need to cry, even if it's gonna be a week straight of crying, I've never done that. So maybe 3 days I did of crying, like not 24/7, but it's your body expelling, removing, like, because we store a lot of things in our body. The body remembers a lot of things. And I'm getting off track again, but I feel like it's important to say these things. Crying is liberatory. It's a stress relief. It's regulates your nervous system. And oh my god, another topic that I think needs a video of itself is feeling safe in your body. That actually goes well with this topic. I don't know, it's gonna be very long if I talk about safety, feeling safe in your body, but just like a heads up, I feel like a lot of us have been through so much that everything can be a trigger, like basically almost everything, not saying, but we live in a constant fear and constant tension in our body. I didn't realize it until now. I realized how I was tensing up my shoulders, my body, and my throat especially. And every day I do this practice to stretch, like with my jaw as well. I do this, and then I relax my throat. And I know I do this, especially in the morning or throughout the day. I check in quickly, not judging myself, not that. And I just relax, and I check in with my breath. Just if my heart rate starts increasing, or I feel that I just stop, take some deep breath, and I relax. And that's an everyday practice. Some days I forget, especially when I'm outside and I'm in a new environment, or maybe at work, or even walking. I realize I gotta be relaxed, and then I focus on whatever I'm doing. But yeah, that's gonna be another topic. Otherwise, this is gonna be a long ass video. Thank you for watching. I hope this really helps in a way. I really wanted to talk about this. I tried making this video, but I couldn't really use the right words, and today was like, yep, let's go for it. So thank you so much. Please take care of yourself and love yourself a little bit more each day. Yay! Bye bye.